Hey my friends, what's going on? In this video today guys, I want to talk about why the 9 to 5 is not for everyone. Alright, so wanted to put this video together for you. You wake up in the morning, your alarm clock goes off, and you mad as hell. Last night you didn't get much sleep. This morning you gotta wake up, jump into the shower, brush your teeth, take a shower real quick, get inside of the kitchen. Look at the time. Oh my God, you're gonna be late for work. Again, you gotta skip breakfast. Just realize if you do take it, you're actually gonna miss out. Jump into the car, turn on your key, getting ready for the day. Oh shoot, you realize you don't have any gas in your car. So you gotta stop by the gas station to get you some gas, or you're gonna be extremely late now. Now you're rushing up, get into the gas station. You got in there, jump out of the car, run to the gas station, put in the gas, jump back into the car, and start driving. Get on the highway. Oh my God, traffic. Now you're being held back from traffic. Not only you're hungry, now you gotta stay in traffic, and then you got to work about a minute late. Walking in, manager's looking at you, everybody's ready to get started, and now you're in walking in late. And you feel this thing inside of you, man, I know this is gonna be my third ride up. That day went by, wasn't not so good. Tomorrow you have a better day. But again, you have the same day. You have a better day tomorrow. Call it a better day. You go to that cycle. This is what you call the 9 to 5 grind on a daily basis. So why is the 9 to 5 not for everyone, guys? You know, in this video I wanna talk about it. You go hard or you go home. You know what's gonna happen for yourself, guys. I can tell you, you can change your life. You know, the rat race. They call it the rat race because in a real race, you have a destination point. You got a place that you get to. They say you're the winner, you're the champion, or if you made it, that's it. You'll stop running. With the rat race, or better yet, the hamster wheel. When you own it, you don't realize you're doing the same thing because the wheel is turning and the hamster has no choice but to keep running. So therefore, in the mind, you can never process that, oh, I can stop, because you can't, because the wheel is actually running. You got the bills to pay. You got the house, you got the kids. You got to just get just enough to keep going back every single week to actually make this stuff happen. But here's the thing, the 9 to 5 is not for everyone. Not everyone is gonna fall into that category. One concept people talk about is time management. But what you're gonna realize is that you can't manage time. Everybody has time. How do you use it? You can't manage time because time is not manageable. Whatever you do, the time will go anyway. You only have 24 hours in a day. What's the difference between you and somebody else? What they do in their 24 hours, it's all about activities. So if you can't manage your time, what can you dictate throughout the day? You can actually dictate your activities, because activities is what makes the day. Like today, for example, one of the activities that I'm doing right now is making this video. So it's an activity. It doesn't matter how long it takes me. If it takes me an hour, I might edit it and it's like 10 minutes or 15 minutes. But it's what you think, but it took me an hour to make. But it's how do I manage my time? Time management, it's not a process. It's your activity management. What do you do throughout the day? Because everybody has the same 24 hours. You don't need to manage it because you can't save more of your time. Now, the people who dictate your activities throughout the day is the winner. Now, if you do think about it, when you work a 9 to 5, you get dictated of 8 hours of the day what your activity is gonna look like in the most proficient hours of your day. Because when you wake up in the morning, it's when you have the most energy. Throughout the day, you have the most energy. By the time you get home, you're kind of getting ready to settle. Some people just take the rest of the time, maybe watch some TV, spend some time with family and kids, and then go to sleep. Spend about 8 hours watching, going to sleep, and then you go back to the same cycle. If you don't intentionally manage your own activity, you will never be able to manage time. Now, some people write me and say, Keder, I just don't have enough time. You know, I get to this job. This lady wrote me the other day and said, Keder, I just don't have enough time to actually make something happen, because by the time I get home, you know, I got to take care of my kids. I got chores to do. And then after that, it's time for me to get back into this job, which I hate. What should I do? The thing is that you have to be able to manage your activities. Now, let's break it down. How many hours you have in a week? Now, you're talking about a full week has 168 hours. So if you sleep about 8 hours a day, meaning you'll be sleeping about 56 hours of that week, but you still have 112 hours left in the week. So if you do work a 9 to 5, let's break it down. So if you go to sleep for 56 hours in a week, you're gonna have 112 hours left. Now if you do work a 9 to 5, which is about 40 hours a week, so now after you put in that 40 hours, you're still gonna have 72 hours left. So what do you do in the 72 hours? Now let's say you take 3 hours a day for self activities, you know, kids, chores, you know, that's 21 hours that's gonna be going. Now you're still gonna have 52 hours left for yourself. If you break it down, now what can you do in those 52 hours that's gonna require some effort in order for you to build your dream, to build an income for you, so that you can grow yourself, so that you can actually start, you know, not just depending on a check, not just depending on a 9 to 5 to create for you. What can you do in those 52 hours? So if you really think about it, you know, it's gonna be different for some people. Some people might have many other things to throw in there, but if you really want to live your life, you always gonna have to look into those hours left. What can you do? Now, the reason the 9 to 5 is not for everyone, your 9 to 5 can be your full potential, especially when you're not doing what you love, okay? Your full potential will never be what your boss have in place for you, because nobody knows what your full potential until you actually go try. So your daily activities reflects your habits, which in turns create your reality. You know, if you go out there, you want to create a different reality for yourself, you got to think of, what am I doing every single day that's actually bringing me to the reality that I want to create for myself. Now, if you find yourself, this is not the reality that I want, and you know your boss will never have in mind to create the reality that you want for yourself, well, you are in the wrong spot. You know, from all the species on this planet, we are the only one who are required to actually work for our food. You might say, Keder, if I don't work, how am I going to eat? That is the truth. But realizing around you in nature, everything else, everybody else, you know, that's on this planet with us, you know, they find their food and their place to live without having to work for it. Now, because we are co-creators on this planet, we are able to create different habitats, different things for people. People will have different liking. So based on your liking, you will be able to create for self what you actually want. You know, true work should actually give you more energy instead of chasing a check, which is an illusion. Because at the end of the week, sometimes you get the check. Some people don't even know what happened to it because you never even see it. You ask yourself, oh my God, you know, I just went to work, get into traffic, stressed out every single day. And at the end of the week, I put in all these hours. All that I get for it is a piece of paper, which is an illusion, because at the end of the day, that's all you work for, a piece of paper. We call it value. Then you can take it to the bank. What happens if you lose it? Does that mean that all your hours, all your time is lost? What happened, right? Then you go to the bank, you drop it, you never see it. It's not tangible, it's like air. So if I say you work for an illusion, it's actually an illusion because you don't see it. It's a piece of paper, and you take it to the bank. Maybe you cash it out, you get another piece of paper for it, which is another illusion. Or you decided, hey, let me put it on a plastic. Put it on a piece of plastic, you call it debit card, credit card, whatever you want to call it. Still a piece of illusion because it's just a plastic that holds the value of your week and all the energy that you actually put into something that you did not believe into. So when you find your true vocation, you're no longer in competition anymore. Now, when you work in a 9 to 5 grind, you're in a place of competition because you're competing at the end of the week to get a check with everybody else. Then you're competing at the end of the year whenever there's reevaluation for you to actually get good grade from who? from another man or another woman just like yourself that decided how you perform. Should you get a raise? Maybe for $1. Some people it's 50 cents. Some people it's less. Some people it's a lot more. Maybe it's $10. But who decide that? Not you. Someone else decide the value based on what you did, what you should get more. And the cool part about creating a life that is around your vision, you create what your year wants to look like. So my question to you now is, what's your gift? What is the one thing you would do even if you would not get paid for it? Now I want you to take a little bit of time, write down on paper, what are the things that you're really good at? What are the things that you even have interest into? What are the things that you're truly passionate about? Write these things down, even if you're interested in things. Now I want you to make it a goal on how can you start a business around these things that will fuel you. See, when you're doing what you're passionate about, time doesn't matter anymore. You don't count the 9 to 5. You don't count how long it takes. You just count the results. You're just excited because you're spending time. You spend 18 hours working on your craft, on something that you love, versus working 8 hours on something that you hate. It's a whole different ballgame. But yet, so many people get caught up in the matrix, working every single day on something that they hate. They never intending to do for the rest of their life. It's not their idea. They just find themselves fall in the matrix, and therefore they accept where they are. But for those of you that find the light and that says, you know what, you want out of the matrix. You want the blue pill or the red pill? You make a choice of what you want. And once you're out of there, my friend, you realize 9 to 5 is not for everyone. That being said, that was your boy Keder. If you do appreciate this video, like, share, leave me a comment down below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. See you guys later. Pound that. Pow. So pound out for watching this video. Pow.